All right, welcome back.
Oh,
Nice, thanks for the
I
clap.
was just syncing up.
You got excited.
Where are we dropping, boys?
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, to the Very Really Good podcast. This is episode 102 with the guy who always gives 102%, Chris Klemens. That was a pretty.
I'm
always said
honored
that.
to be number 102, Curtis. Thank you.
Yeah, as you should be. It's a pretty iconic
Pretty
number,
lofty
as they say.
number.
Yeah, lofty is a good word for it. Gets a lot of hang time, you know.
A lot.
So yeah, I thought me and Chris go further back than we should. So
It really is inappropriate how long we've known each other.
So I thought it'd be great, and yeah, it's honestly shocking that it took this long for me to get you on, but you know what, better late than never is what they say, I think. So yeah, thanks for being on, buddy.
Oh my god, thanks for having me. There is like literally nothing else to do right now.
Yeah, that's kind of the good thing about this whole pandemic. It's like it's kind of forcing people to stay inside. So now I'm just like, hey, you got free time? You want to be on my podcast now? So it's like a nice
internet access.
Yeah, you have internet and a lot of spare time. Yeah, it's nice. How have you been dealing with this whole pandemic that's ruining everything?
Which one?
Yeah. I just we'll talk about the
viral.
Yeah, let's talk about the virus
speaking,
one. Virusly.
I don't know. Like having the numbers show that California's like cases are still rising since the beginning of all of this, like over 100 days ago. I'm like, how? Like, especially the wealth in California. I'm like, I know a lot of y'all can fucking pay to stay home and not feel like your life is that different.
Right.
What the fuck? And then those are all the people I'm like seeing partying, and I'm like,
yeah, I feel like when you get to that, when you're that wealthy, it's like your empathy for people who aren't as wealthy in the same place as you is just gone, and they're just like, well, fuck it, we can do what we want because we can.
We're all that matters. Yeah, it's just been really like difficult for me. I'm just like, I miss people. It's like mentally like fucking. It's like I don't know. I feel like I have no friends, and I like.
Yeah.
I don't know what makes me happy. I feel nothing. I feel nothing every fucking day. And then on top of it, it's like the world is just truly a dumpster that is on fire.
Yeah, and it's not even like there was good stuff in that dumpster. It's like a dumpster full of like gross like used. It's like a dumpster full of like used.
It's like a dumpster full of the Trump administration. It's like, God.
Yeah, it's not even like a dumpster full of like old video games. Like that'd be kind of cool,
right?
But I'm
like a dumpster on fire anywhere sounds like kind of a problem now that I think about it.
I guess so. Yeah. Would there be a dumpster fire that would like be good, that would excite you? Be like,
I guess if literally the Trump administration was in it.
Yeah, so that's a good thing, I guess.
Oh yeah, okay.
If Donald Trump was in
I rescind whatever my previous comments were, and then everything else.
Well, that's good that, you know, you're feeling nothing.
I just have a lot
that's
of
nice.
angst. Yeah.
I think we're all feeling that. I mean, in reality, I only have like fucking like 2 or 3 friends in Toronto anyway that I see. So now it's like, it's weird like not seeing people. It's been nice. Like they recently opened golf courses in Ontario, so that's been nice to like do that. I can like see friends that way and like still like be outside. But like that's literally the only time I see any friends is on the links. So I'm a 60-year-old man.
Oh my god, that is bleak.
I know. What about like, I feel like you're you've still been making a lot of content though, in the even with everything that's going on.
Thank you for reminding me.
How
I could like burst into tears hearing that. I'm like, no, turn the ship around.
Yeah, how have you been finding it extra difficult?
Oh, I just wake up with dread every day at the fact that I'm one day closer to having to post another video, and I just have nothing else I want to say. I have nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nothing's funny. There's like
This is the most depressing podcast ever.
I literally just start sobbing. And like I feel dumb because like I know that there's people still who are still out of a job and shit. And like I'm so grateful that like I still get to, but it feels.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's
just like the last thing I could even imagine thinking about, and then doing it twice a week is like.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. And you still edit all your videos?
That's wild. It. Yeah, I
so
still
much work.
film, or I don't film. I sometimes get people to help film, but
yeah, that's I've always actually before I say that, that's actually the first when I first met. This is everyone watching. When I first met Chris Klemens.
Oh, it's like where are we going?
And when I first met my mom, I was a baby. No, when I first met Chris, it was at a press play in New Jersey. Which, if you don't know what that is,
say that word. No. We're just.
It's kind of like
call that purple.
it's like MagCon, but somehow worse.
But like dollar store.
Dollar store MagCon. Yeah, it was
like literally.
Like if you got. Yeah, it was like it was a con because like it like in that sense because they con people out of money, but yeah we ended up going to the same one, and literally the whole time, like most of the time we're all hanging out, like you pretty much had like a laptop in your hand like editing your next video.
Did I?
You the whole time you were editing a video, like we were walking around. I was like,
that
damn,
makes
this dude's
me
like...
want to like literally jump off a cliff. I was like that kid being like, I need to edit.
Yeah,
in the corner. Ew.
I mean, at the time, it was like inspiring, I guess, because it was like, dang, this dude's like really dedicated. So that's just like a testament, I guess.
Well, to me, I'm just like, there's no other option. I'm like, okay, I'm here, and I want to be like. There.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I guess we're doing it. I guess I've already posted a video on YouTube.
I guess, yeah, the being at an event like that really makes you want to be better
somewhere
than
else.
Yeah.
Anywhere else.
I'd rather be in a dumpster on fire than that.
Yeah, I'd rather be in the Trump administration.
But yeah,
and that is nice of you, though. That is also kind of embarrassing.
Right. It's, give and take. It is pretty fucking embarrassing, man. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I am.
I'm
well,
kidding.
trust me, I am.
I'm
well
kidding.
Before press play.
So would you ever... Do you think you'd ever get a person to hire... I mean, you ever hire a person to edit your videos or no?
I don't know. I get so torn up with that because... I'm sure you know. It's like, well, like you edit. What do you edit yours?
Yeah. I would never be able to give it. Let someone else do it.
Yes. Oh my god. Everybody's like, you really need an editor. I'm like, you're missing the entire fucking point. If a video is so boring, and I know that you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like when a video is so boring, there's still editing that can make it like truly. I have almost not uploaded videos, and then people are like, this is the best video you've done, and I'm like, huh? And then I upload videos I'm excited about, and people are like, he's clearly out of ideas. And I'm like, what? No, but it's
that's
just
always
like
the best.
You can do so much with editing that I like that's almost a compartment of, as a comedian and like an entertainer, like your voice, like your...
It's absolutely. It's how you're portraying your content to people, like your art. I guess it's still like to me honestly, it's like it's more than like 80% of what I do. It's like I feel like if I could write the best jokes, and have the best idea for a video, but if I don't edit it well, and if I just like don't barely edit at all, it's gonna be like, what the, this is like stupid. This isn't entertaining. So it's like
just it's bland. It like makes it. It just makes
right.
it average, I feel.
Absolutely. I think it's like, I think there's something to be said, like if you're someone like someone who's like, not like to diss them or anything, like someone like fucking, I don't know, here's a good example.
Let's do it.
Not this isn't a diss to this person because they're actually like really nice, what I've seen and heard, but like Charlie D'Amelio, like I can understand her not editing her YouTube videos and stuff, right?
Because like, why do you need to? You're like a teenager and you're on Girl on Fire. Like,
exactly.
I wouldn't fucking. It's like I still am ugly and have to like work. You
exactly.
know, well, it's just like that's what you could. That's what prettiness. That's prettiness privilege. Oh my god. I like can't even get into it. And I know that there's people uglier than me that could say the same about me. But like that is, oh my god, prettiness privilege. People just like, you could not even Charlie could not even edit the video. She could like leave multiple takes in of the same sentence and people would still eat that shit up like it's cotton candy.
So you're saying if you were, I'm not saying you already are, but if you were like over the top crazy handsome, you get someone else to edit your videos.
Yeah. Well, no. If like I didn't want to be a comedian and I was just like, a pretty face that people were drawn to. Right. Yeah, there's no need. Like it's all about working smarter, not harder. It's like that makes perfect. Yeah, that's exactly when I would hire someone, when I'm just like Kylie Jennering it.
Or I guess it's like someone like the Ace family. They don't edit their videos. I'm for sure.
Oh my god, I wonder how close that editor is to just ending it all. I hope someone's checking in on that person.
I hope so too. That must be a hellish life to live.
What, like truly, I mean, what must that salary be?
It's got to be great. They make a lot of money, but at the same time,
it shows.
They seem like the people to not pay well.
They seem like people
assholes
to like not pay well and also not have just like not have morals, I guess is the
it's like
line. It's like that's just speculation.
How do we know? Imagine we come out, we're the editors of the Ace Family vlogs, both of us.
Honestly, I would be so down the footage I would have.
Yeah, true.
Oopsies,
they must have
leaked.
To sign like a crazy NDA.
Oh, I'm sure.
No dads allowed. That's what the NDA stands for.
I'm trying to think of something funny, but like once again, feeling nothing.
It's tough.
No discharge at all.
I
mean, if I was the wife, that's what I would be saying. I'd be like, please, no more. We don't need more kids. We need to stop populating. Is that too far? Anyway, I guess I'll find out when I read the comments.
That's a surefire way to know that you went too far. We could talk about. Okay, yeah, that almost forgot about this until this morning. You're homies with Chrissy Teigen and John Legend now. How are they? How are they doing? Which is just insane.
We are like not homies.
No, you guys are best friends now.
Well, yeah,
you guys
we're
are
besties.
You guys are like having sleepovers. You guys are painting each other's nails.
No, Hey guys, we're back. It wasn't because I accidentally stopped recording.
No,
for sure not.
It was because Chrissy Teigen was knocking on his door and he had to go answer because
she's like, Chris, you have to try this banana bread.
Yeah.
And I was like, stop.
I've only eaten banana bread for weeks.
No, we've talked since.
Yeah.
But again, it's just fucking. It goes back to like what I was saying earlier. It's just like hard to understand relationships when the only proof you have is like everybody's social media and the amount of times they're texting or calling you.
Right.
So like I don't know. I mean, I definitely think we will maybe hang out, but I also am like, if we don't, it was still just like a fun random thing that made day 10 of my quarantine exciting.
It's early on. Now we're in day what? Fucking.
Oh, if someone told me what was coming, I would have soaked up that moment a lot more.
Yeah, I bet.
I would have been like, "Hi, could I get 2 bottles of wine?
Can I have anything else you can give me? Just
can
literally.
I have a wing of your home?
It's just you holding your hand out, like, please, anything.
She did offer to let me swim at their house because they were in Malibu. What? And she was like, I mean, no one's there. You can swim at our pool. And I was like, well, I do have a pool. Thank you.
Their pool is probably
no, their pool was definitely for sure, like, I don't know, heated.
Yeah. It's probably the size of like a football field.
But they're really cool. They genuinely seem like
that's cool.
Good ass people, but we have physically met once, so.
So you guys are best friends. Fun story.
Best friends.
I was in Miami a few years ago, and we were at this club, this bar thing that we somehow got into, and your best friends, Chrissy Teigen and John Legend, walk in the bar. I think Chrissy was
as you're walking in.
No, we were already there. They walked in.
I was like, oh my god, you guys are walking at the same time trying to steal my friend.
Yeah, I was like, she needed some like romaine, so I gave some. But no, I think she was pregnant at the time. And then everyone, like, as soon as they walked in, like, it was so, I've never experienced this before in my life, but
it
like,
was like a concert, everyone's phone.
Well, like, everyone, it just like seemed like one person looked over, and then a second later, everybody in the bar looked over. They're like, oh, holy shit, that's fucking John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. That must be so weird to be at that level of like fame where no matter where you go, like, everyone's gonna just like.
I hate that. I would.
Yeah.
I'm like a random bumblebee fuck nobody, and I hate it now. Like, when there's like 2 people, I'm like, well, the jig is fucking up.
Yeah. Do you ever get like
but it's also, I feel like it sucks more for like us than like people like Chrissy and John, because it's like we have like we don't know when it'll happen. It's like when Rihanna leaves her house, she's like, oh,
true,
yeah,
it's gonna
Rihanna.
happen. Yeah.
You know, it's like, for us, it's like, will this be a time that this happens? Will it be when someone screams and then a crowd gathers of people asking, who is that?
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, that sucks.
I guess it's better to know.
I say as like literally like our country is falling.
Yeah, we have it so hard.
I mean, like, this isn't any form of complaining. It's just the reality that we are.
Yeah, it's
then conveying.
Mm-hmm. We do have it really hard. It's so tough. But no, I know what you mean.
I'm crying.
It's like, I think maybe it is better to always know that it's gonna happen,
because it's like you're rich enough to have like security.
Yeah, and you can
like a driver.
Yeah,
like
a cool disguise. That'd be cool.
Yeah, like, and just probably like a free meal.
Yeah. Oh my god, could you imagine? I think it's like, if I saw a celebrity, like a A-list celebrity, using a disguise, I'd be like, yeah, I get it. Could you imagine if like if like some YouTube
it's me and my wig.
Yeah, you're like wearing a disguise so nobody sees you? That'd be so funny. Someone tweets a photo, it's like,
I guess no one would know that you're wearing a disguise.
But if they did, that's like so embarrassing.
That is so
It's like, I just saw Chris, he's wearing a green wig for some reason and big sunglasses.
Oh my god, when I was at Coachella, I saw Vanessa Hudgens.
Wow.
She had like, I don't remember the color. I want to say it was orange, but it also could have been like pink or green or whatever. She had, like,
so any color
wig, and she was just like going off. It was nighttime. She had like big sunglasses on, and it was so, oh my god, I have seen a celebrity in disguise. It was incredible.
Vanessa Hudgens.
It is literally incredible. It's like, wow,
I feel like
this is like one of those shots on like planet Earth that they're like, this took us 10 years to get. Like, that was like a rare sight.
Right, you're like hiding in the bushes somewhere with a really long lens.
I know.
It's very rare. I feel like when I think of Coachella, I think of Vanessa Hudgens. So it's odd that she's like trying to put a disguise on. Right? She's always there, right? That's like her thing.
I'm like, why aren't you just carried around in a throne?
Yeah, that's what you deserve, Gabriella. It's the best.
Tea as in take me around the Coachella grounds in a chair. You know that meme where everyone's like tea?
Tea as in so tea as in teal wig on my head so no one knows who I am.
Tea as in this is all bullshit. Corona's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh yeah, I forgot she said that. Vanessa.
Wow, Corona's just been so long.
I know, man. This is brutal. I had like so many shows lined up for this year too. I had to cancel fucking all of them.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I was supposed to play the Wilbur last week in Boston, which is like a 1,200 seat theater, and like it got fucking canceled or postponed.
No.
Yeah, I was just excited. I mean, it's better to. Yeah, I mean it's not anyone's fault.
I mean,
it just fucking sucks.
Exactly. It's just like the situation. It sucks. It like falls into the category of everybody else who's like, fuck.
Yeah, I don't even know when the border's gonna open back up. Hopefully not anytime soon. Because with the way the States is going, it's.
Yeah, you're like, let's keep the border closed. Actually,
yeah.
let's keep that going. We don't want anyone coming into Canada.
Yeah, we're good. We're good for now.
All of a sudden, you guys are closing your borders to us.
Yeah,
I don't know why more countries aren't doing that, honestly.
I think, ours is open for, like, essential trade and shit, but that's it. Like, I can't go to, like, Niagara Falls, New York for, like, a good time if I wanted to. I wouldn't do that anyway. But...
I don't think anybody's doing that anyways, yeah.
I don't think that's ever been done.
I don't think anyone's like, you want a fucking roller coaster of emotion? We're going to Niagara, New York.
Well, that's like what people did in where I'm from. That's like for like a fun trip. You go to Niagara Falls because it's.
Oh, I'm so sorry to disrupt your culture like that.
No, it's okay. Kind of fucked up, but no, that's like the closest city to like Toronto, I guess, across the border. So that's where people would go.
Oh yeah, that is. I would always stop at Niagara before hitting Toronto.
Yeah.
The six. Like, could I be whiter? No. So,
no chance. So you just moved, right?
Freshly.
How's that? How's the new?
Like 23 days.
How's
ago.
The new house?
It's good. It's so stressful. Like, I pay more rent now. So it's just like,
yeah, that's not fun.
It's just like another, it's good because I think it's important to like reach new levels in your life where you take on more and more responsibility.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm excited about that, where it's like, okay, people are always like, I don't know how you keep uploading, and it's like, because
I have to, literally have to
like keep up with how I enjoy living. And so it's nice. It's like it's stressful, but it's good that I will have. Right now, it sucks because the stress is just like, there's not much I can do about it, as like I'm staring at cardboard boxes and shit. But like once everything's done, it's gonna be a nice stress to just like not get comfortable with.
Yeah, that's a good.
Because then that's where I feel like I get so lazy.
Yeah, that's a good mindset to have. I think is to always, just to never be like happy with where you're at, I guess.
Yeah, but I am like, I'm very excited. Like, I couldn't feel more thrilled of where I'm at, and I feel
right.
Like
you can be happy, but
when I say I feel like when I say that, a lot of people are always like, you need to be like enjoy where you're. I'm like, no, I obviously do. It's like why I live here, but it's like I know myself, and I know that once I'm like, it's just over.
Yeah. I think that's the case for most people in this field, in the arts and stuff, and
100%.
And making it their business. It's like you have to always just keep trying to get more and more. And it's is it damaging for your mental health? Yeah. Absolutely.
Like,
but
it's damaging, but it's damaging in the way that the people who don't think like this have certain things in their life that do that. It's like everybody at some point should have something that is like
oh no.
That's how I think. I'm just like, we should all be mentally fucked up by now. Like, have you ever come across someone who's just like
100% just good?
Not mentally disrupted?
I don't think so. I think
I have, and I'm like, oh, you just like literally don't have depression.
Oh, you have met someone like that.
Crazy. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It's
like, would you rather that?
It is like,
would you rather that or just be?
No, it like, I have so much resentment.
Yeah.
Like so much. I'm like,
it's like, how dare you? Yeah.
It's just like, it's like one of the things my mind literally can't wrap around. It's like
someone who is just like completely okay
like
in the head.
Yes. Like, like that's weird.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, like, obviously I'm like jealous as fuck, and it's stemming from sadness that I not made it, but...
I know what you mean though.
It's like, fuck.
Have you ever like, okay, I don't know how to, have you ever experienced a lot of people say that like burnout is like this thing that just happens and you're just like, I'm done, I literally can't do it, and you like have you ever had like a moment where you were like, I literally can't do this anymore, for like creating, like doing what you do? Or does that happen every week?
Literally like probably 2.
Oh my god! So every time you film and edit a video?
No, but like literally every time I sit down to edit. Not lately. Now that I'm like in a new space and like I'm whatever.
Yeah, I know.
I've been pretty good editing now, but like when I was in my last house towards like for the last few months, I was just like, anytime I filmed, I was like, oh, I have to fucking edit.
Yeah.
Like, it's 100%. Or right now it's like the coming up with ideas that I'm like struggling
right
with.
Well, I guess it's limited now because you can't really go out and do stuff. You have to like stay inside. So
or it's like even getting supplies, like if I wanted to like do a recipe or something, it's like going to the grocery store is not a casual
right
thing.
Yeah, it's just that extra step of inconvenience, I guess.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Oh my god, I just thought of a video. That's
nice. We did it.
Oh, I just watched Hunger Games, that whole series. Don't do that. If you are listening, watching, do not watch that right now. The first 2 movies, highly recommend. The last 2 movies, that's where shit gets just too real and too sad.
I never saw the last 2.
That movie. Oh my god, the last 2 are like, honestly, like they go off, but it's just too real
for what's
right
going
now.
on.
Like I was watching because I was like, ooh, this is like gonna be fun, and like I love these movies, and like Jennifer Lawrence, I don't know why everyone canceled her, but like I still love her. And like I was fucked up for a few days after
really?
that one. Just
okay. I mean, I wasn't planning on it, but I will extra not watch it.
Don't watch them.
Please don't. This is
don't go to the games.
This is a PSA. Do not watch the Hunger Games.
Yeah, I don't even know what brought that up. I am so
that's
sorry.
okay. I only saw the first movie and I saw it in theaters because we were reading the book when it came out in like high school.
Ooh.
And that's it. And then I never wanted to see any other one because it wasn't that good. Or to me.
Thank you. I would like an apology now.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Baby.
Maybe I will watch it. I'll watch it again right now.
Maybe when everything's over, you can come to California and I own them all.
And that's the only way you can watch them, is if your friend owns them.
No, I'm just meaning I stupidly bought them all now, thinking it would be a fun movie marathon.
The opposite.
Literally, as each one ended, I just like energy level down, like so significant. I was just by the end laying in bed, like literally tears streaming.
Oh no!
Anyways,
or cat piss or whatever.
My mental health. Great.
Cat piss Everdeen. How do you?
Cat piss everywhere.
Oh, I can share my screen. Okay, great. I think I'm gonna.
Oh, no.
I have a segment on my podcast called "Shitty TikTok of the Week."
Oh, okay. Is it of mine?
Yeah, everyone is just, it's just, we watch a new Chris Klemens TikTok every week, and
Oh, well, no, I didn't know. Listen, smart ass. I didn't know if it was like a shitty one from the person who's on.
Oh my God, no, that'd be so mean. Why would I do that?
Oh, I think that's like kind of lit. I'm like, give me that stimulation.
Maybe I will do that. That's just a roast my guest.
Like, I'd like to know which one you thought was the worst. Like, I don't care when people are like, oh my God, this is so funny. I'm like, I know, that's why I posted it. Tell me which one's like not. Anyway, sorry.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that it's not yours, but I'll share my screen and then shitty TikTok of the week. Yeah.
Set. Go.
I hold on to my heart, share with nobody. I don't want nobody else. Yeah, I hold on to.
It's pretty
Why-
shocking.
It just, I mean, of course, the person's name is Lester.
Lester.
I mean, like,
Lester
could have
Zamora.
written that one. I have just
Okay,
like,
so
a few questions. I don't know.
For the people who are just listening to the audio, I'll explain it. There's this guy. He's got a bunch of tattoos. He's got a haircut, and he's holding on to this big pink stuffed bear, and it says, "I know you want to be this bear," and he's hugging it, and he licks it. He licks the stuffed bear,
And then he's eating it.
and yeah, he
Takes
bites
a
it,
chunk out of
and then-
it. I mean, not really, but he might as well have.
It, to me, when I first watched this, it seemed to me like he's
Mentally
he's on drugs.
unstable?
He has to be.
Yeah.
Like it seems like he just took a bunch of ecstasy and was like, okay, well, I gotta touch something.
Well, I
and
guess the only
hold
other
on to it
person I'm
really
quarantined with is this pink bear.
Yeah. I know you want to be this stuffed pink bear.
Like, wow, the representation
don't.
of the furries community on TikTok is strong these days.
Yeah, he just outed himself as a furry.
Like, do you think when he flossed that night, if he did, like, there was just, like, pink fuzz in his teeth?
I hope so.
I mean, like, that, we all know what this bear feels like. It is, like, that cheap plastic fake
yeah,
carnival
it's like you
fuzz.
wanted at a.
It's like
yeah,
wiring
at
in
like
his teeth. He just got, like, braces, essentially.
Or like this is how he flosses. He just
Oh,
he
he's like
rubs
an
his teeth and stuff
inventor.
all over. Yeah, he rubs and
Oh.
licks this stuffed bear, and then it gets between his teeth and it flosses out. It's like a cool way and a kind of hot way to floss.
Oh.
I do want to be that
Maybe
bear.
I'll try it, like, on my couch or something tonight. I'll go,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll see if I have a whiter
uh,
smile in 2 days.
He has a really horny dentist that he goes to, and is like, okay, you should
All right, it's
just
time
make out
for
with
the
this
prize bear.
make out with this bear if you want to floss.
He films a video. He's like, hey guys, he's one of those TikTokers who has like, or like, what is it? Oh, TikTok. Yeah, that's the right app. He's one of those TikTokers that like literally has like one viral thing and then starts a YouTube channel. He's like, hey guys, my
Yeah.
nightly routine. So now that I've brushed my teeth, I'm going to get all into this pink bit.
And now, if you guys didn't know, the bear just engaged to me, just proposed to me, and I said yes.
The bear is pregnant with our first kid. It's really exciting.
Half man, half bear, bear naked.
How long? Was that the only reason you showed that, to make a bear naked pun?
No, it just kind of just fell into my lap, and that happens.
You're like, Chris, you see, as a comedian, people will give you little dangling fruit
Yeah.
for you to grab.
Yeah, it's like
You knew how to
the
do
kind
your
of
job.
the kind of like, it's like a golf. That's why I like golf so much. You know, it's like you tee it up, and then you hit it.
Got it. So that's why you're golfing all this time.
Yeah, yeah, because it's kind of like comedy in a weird metaphor that makes no sense at all.
How did we end here?
I don't know, but yeah, that's the shitty TikTok of the week. I don't know what was going through his head when he made it, but he's on the podcast now. Lester.
Lester. Hey, Lester.
He's put an M and an O in front of that, and it makes perfect sense.
I didn't say that you did, but I was definitely thinking it.
Okay, what are we at? 40 something. Okay, here's a new segment I've been doing on my podcast that we're gonna get into. This is the advice segment.
That's definitely something I should be doing right now, giving people advice.
I thought it'd be fun. I had some people email some, issues they're having in their life, and us, two idiot, dumbass losers, are gonna try to help them out.
Educated, fine men, but okay.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, that works too.
Right.
Okay, so I'm not gonna. These are all anonymous. I won't, expose you like that. That'd be so fucked up.
Wait.
Okay, so this is from Jinkies from South Carolina. Jinkies from South Carolina.
I thought you weren't saying their name.
Well, that's not their real name. I'm giving an alias. If you will.
How you're so smooth.
You think someone's real name would be Jinkies, like the sound Velma makes?
You know what? People have been naming their kids Corona and COVID, so...
Okay, yeah, good point.
I don't think Jenkins is out of the realm of possibilities anyways. Hit us, South Carolina.
Okay, here we go. I need help. I can't make friends. I have a ton of people I call me their friend, but when it gets down to the real nitty-gritty, it just feels like we're just people who know each other. I also have a girlfriend, and she's really great, and I love her to death. I guess what I'm trying to say is I still feel alone and like I have no one.
And then they ended it called depression.
They ended it saying, how do I not be a loser like you? And I know what they were trying to say, but the way it's worded, it's like, how can I stop being such a fucking loser like you are, Curtis? But
I think it's really bold of you to assume that that's not what they were saying.
You're right. Yeah, good call.
I think it's pretty brave. They might not want to be a loser like you, Curtis.
That's true, actually, because what they're saying...
Imagine asking for advice and then dissing.
Yeah. How can I stop being such a fucking pussy like you, man? I think this is a valid, common thing to feel. I felt like this all the time.
Oh my God, 100%.
I have friends that I talk to all the time. I live with my girlfriend who I love, more than anything, and we spend all of our time together. And it's even then, it's does anybody really like me? Right? It's weird.
Imagine having those thoughts single. Fuck both of y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
I'm like,
at least I have. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I think it's just always going to be something. I would recommend therapy, obviously. I mean, that's my outlet right now for this kind of thing. And just not even accounting what happened and waiting, but asking for tools of okay, so this is how. I actually talked to my therapist last week about this, and I'm probably going to talk to him in an hour from now about this. But yeah, it's just finding tools to I call it rewiring my brain. That when I was looking for the therapist I have now, I was I've accounted everything that's happened to me, like I said, and I've done all of this explaining. It's now I want tools to fix the way I think, because your brain is just a muscle. And I don't know why hearing that as a 26-year-old, something clicked where I was oh, it's just your biceps. If you want them to be big and work well, it's you have to. Yeah, you have to work. You have to create new mental habits. So it's a lot of these are irrational thoughts that we have. And anyway, this is not my therapy session. But that's what I would.
Yeah, that's a smart way to put it.
That's literally, that's what's been helping me so much. So I guess that's the only advice I have.
So work out your brain muscle. You got to attach some weights to your head and get going. Simple as that.
There it is. And then you'll be happy like me.
Okay, we got another one from
sobbing.
Okay, we got another one from Scooby Dooby Doo from Antarctica.
Shut up. Oh,
yeah,
okay, got it.
I
literally thought it was from Antarctica.
Oh my God. It's not.
Was the last one South Carolina?
Yeah. That's
okay, well then it's not, I'm not the stupid one, you are. Anyways. What's up, Antarctica?
This is I met a guy on Tinder that lives in England, but I live in Ottawa. I really like this guy and he seems great, but my friends all think I should drop him because he lives so far away. Should I see how things go? Because all dating is online nowadays anyways. It's a good question. Is it worth it to...
I just feel like that's a question that only you can answer.
That's a great answer. I think it's, if you like this person enough, I think it'd be silly to not give it a try, you know?
Yeah, like if there's been no reason or cause to have suspicions or...
It's also kind of weird that your friends are like, no, he's too far away. What are you doing?
But I mean, I get that. I think it's like just... like
yeah, they're looking out for your best interest. Yeah, I get
it's
that.
like... but I think also it's like if you're going to do the long distance, I mean, this is someone who's literally never dated. But, like, ever. But, like, I'm Amish. No, they date.
So you know.
So
you know it's
just
good
like,
advice.
if just like set in your mind what you want the relationship to be if you do it, and it's like if you are worried about them cheating or hooking up with other people, and then it's, and you are that far away, then that is something maybe you should think about. It's like if that bothers you, then
for sure, yeah,
long distance isn't your jam.
Yeah, or just tell that guy to grow up and move across the earth.
Tell him to get a job in Ottawa.
There's a lot of jobs in Ottawa, okay?
Ooh, well then there you go. You're already off to a great start. You're welcome.
Okay, we'll do one more advice thing and then we'll wrap it up. This is from a very old ghost. They didn't give their name, and the location is undisclosed. But it says, so I've been wanting to get a septum piercing and some tattoos, but I'm too scared of what my older conservative relatives will think, especially my parents. I'm an adult now, technically, and I should be able to do what I want, but they were already nervous about me getting my ears pierced a couple years back. I love them, and
I got it.
I
got it. The picture's painted. I mean, they were worried about you getting your ears pierced. Listen, if you're a full ass adult, you're a full ass adult.
Yeah, your ass is full of adult, and you should get your ears pierced. Again,
I think it was a septum. A septum.
No,
I personally don't love
right.
septum piercings most of the time.
So if you get it, Chris will be upset with you, but.
So I'm gonna Nash Greer you and only date people who don't have them. So
I love
that I literally still reference that.
Yeah, wow, that you're keeping it alive. I appreciate it. No, I think it's like, realistically, what are they gonna do if you get a tattoo? If you don't like, if they're gonna like disown you and kick you out and shit, I don't.
But are you a full adult with your job? Because
then
if you have the means to live on your own,
right,
and like have your own life, bitch,
absolutely, you should be able to
tattoo.
Yeah, do what you want to do. It's getting a tattoo isn't gonna. You have a drawing on your skin now. You're still the same person.
Exactly, and it's like truly, if you are self-sufficient and you're like totally on your own.
Mm-hmm.
It's like nobody's opinion should matter, including your family. It's like if you have negative family members, just because they're your family doesn't mean you have to put up with that.
Right. Yeah, it's like...
And that's on cutting off your dad. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
But no, I just think it's like if you really are like standing on your own feet and shit, nobody's opinions should matter, and nobody's opinions should be more important than their relationship with you.
Yeah, you could get any piercing you want. You can get a belly button piercing.
Get your fucking clip pierced. Go off.
Fuck it. Do it. Get your belly button pierced with a little pendant on it, and it has the letter T, and it's T for time for me to do what I want.
And T for thank you for coming.
And T for thank you for Father's Day.
T for this ship is sinking.
Well, what are we at? 50? Wow. We went long. It's all good,
50
though.
whole minutes.
Crazy, right? Time flies when you're on my podcast.
Making a podcast episode.
Yeah, that's we should adopt that phrase more.
We should,
Instead,
maybe.
time flies when you're having fun. You say time flies when you're on Curtis's podcast. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. Thanks for coming on, buddy. That was fun. Hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks for having me.
Was it good? Was it fun?
Oh my god, it was so fun. I feel bad because I feel like there's probably like awkward delays of me like waiting for you to like talk, and then I feel like I did cut you off 100% of the time.
No, it's all good. That's just we're just vibing. That's just human nature, man.
Lit. Okay, cool.
It's all
Definitely have irrational thoughts about how everybody hates me. So, advice seeker number 1. I don't know what that was, but
well, everyone listening, check out the description. I'll put all of Chris's info down there. Go follow him, subscribe. He's doing great stuff, and he's genuinely one of the nicest, funniest people I've ever met. So go
until you meet
support him. Until you meet, yeah.
Just kidding.
and then he sucks.
And then I'm a bully, which is not untrue.
Oh no!
Do you ever? Anyway, I'm not gonna get into this. Let's just sign off and call it a day.
Do you ever steal kids' lunch money for fun?
No, I was like the kid trying to like. I was like the kid like. Does anybody want a sandwich for $1 so I can get chips out of the vending machine?
You're an entrepreneur.
I would like sell my lunch for a snack machine run.
That's huge. Entrepreneur.
And that's where I got my hustle, 4th grade.
The most backwards business ever. Like, who is it benefiting, really? You're going... It's not even lateral.
Listen, I was like 12. It doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah, buy high, sell low. All right, thanks again for coming on. This was,
thank you for having me.
Like the video, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. I'll be back next week. See ya. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.